Because we have to rely on our pulling sled's weight and momentum, we can't pull with traction. We have to catch its weight and momentum when we're pulling, throwing this energy back on the stuck sled to bring it out. We have to have the room to get that sled moving. This is a slick tape retrieval line. Comes a little nylon bag like that. There's 15 feet of 2,500 pound tensile strength ribbon, basically. Will handle most everything you do with Cobra. And on the end of that, there's our TNA strap is sewn onto that. When we're pulling on a stuck sled, we really don't like hooking into a ski loop. You can do it, a lot of people do it, an A-arm or something. The best way we've found to hook onto a sled to pull, whether you're pulling with the Rattler or with the Cobra, is to take a TNA strap, which is about 5 feet long, slip that on the back of the ski that you're going to be pulling on, pull it up nice and snug against the spindle. So we're putting all our pulling force right here on the spindle where it's the strongest part of the ski, and that's where where it should be pulling from. Now I've got all this distance that gives me the slack to get my pulling sled moving. Stretch Cobra and use that energy back on this sled back here. If I did nothing but start this sled up, run forward and let the Cobra stop my sled, lock my brake, we have Cobra pulling for 300 pounds. Essentially, we've taken 300 pounds off that stuck sled. Had I hit that a little bit harder, when Cobra stopped stretching, turned into a rope essentially, I would have jerked that sled forward about 2 feet with all of this catching all this weight at the end of that, and it would have jerked the sled forward. I would have 300 pounds of rubber pulling for me. Right here, this tension still pulling at that point. So I've got the track spinning on that sled when all this happens. The track spinning, you jerk them 2 foot into that when the sled stops, and you've got all of this coming at you to bring the sled on out. If it's a bad spot, I don't even want that guy to throttle. This is the safest way to do any of this. I'm going to set up like this, let this Cobra stop my sled. I have 300 pounds pulling right here, and I'm not doing anything. I walk back here. I could take my Rattler now, hook in here, lay back with my body, and give with the Rattler, give him another 200 pounds. What we're doing with these pulling tools is taking weight off that stuck sled, allowing the track to move the sled again. When you grab your buddy's ski and pull on it, you're not actually moving that sled. You're just taking a couple 100 pounds off of it for an instant, allowing the track to move the sled. So right here, we've taken 300 pounds of weight off the sled. You get the track set, straighten the skis up, spin that track, it's ready to bring the sled out. That's the basis of our bungee cord pulling tools, is we're taking weight off that stuck sled so the track can move the sled again. If you have an 800-pound sled stuck in snow and you grab a hold of the ski and pull on it and the track's just spinning in the air, you can't expect to move it. You're trying to move 800 pounds with 200 pounds of assistance. So you always want the track involved. And once you take weight off that sled, get the track set, straighten the skis up, take 300 or 400 pounds off of it, it's ready to come out. Once I have Cobra set up on this stuck sled, I have 300 pounds pulling. I've taken 300 pounds off of that stuck sled. If I want to help him out more, I take another 200 pounds off. Now we lighten that stuck sled up by 500 pounds. I lean back, throw my body into it, spin that track, and the sled's ready to come out.